Hello everybody, this is Valerie Greenwell and welcome to Quilt Artistry. Today I want to just talk about how to share pattern ideas or pattern suggestions with your customers when you don't already own the pattern. So one of the great things about CS is that we have the pattern cloud available to us, and within this pattern cloud you have all of these patterns available to you right at your fingertips. There are so many of our designers that have their patterns in the pattern cloud. There's just a little bit of everything here, everything from block designs to edge. We can see some frames here, and just a wide variety of patterns. Now, you can open up this pattern search to give you more options on how to selectively look for patterns. You can search specifically for edge to edge, specifically for block, border, point to point, fill, corner, text, and projects. You can even search by a specific author or a specific designer if they have their patterns in the cloud. Now, not all designers have their patterns in the cloud, but many of them do. So let's say you're flipping through these patterns and you see this one. Let's open this up here. Let's see here. This pattern is called Carry number 39 Feather Edge to Edge by Karen Farnsworth. It's a $12 pattern, and we want to take a look at this and see what this is going to look like in a repeat. Maybe you don't know if it's going to be what you need or not. So all you have to do is pull this pattern over to your project. See, now we can see we've got this yellow or mustard colored pattern here. You can see even this pattern outline is yellow. That indicates that you haven't paid for this pattern yet. And you can see what it's going to look like on screen. You can play with it, you can resize it, you can do whatever you want, but you're not going to be able to stitch it out until you buy it. So let's say we want to put this into a repeat so we can see what it's going to look like so we can share that with our customer. So with this pattern selected, then you can come up here to repeat patterns. I'm just going to click on a spot here, and we're going to put this in a 3x3 repeat, and I'm going to go reset to original. There we go. Now I'm going to scroll all the way down here, and I'm going to set this vertical spacing a little bit closer so we can take a look here. I like to get those nested into place, very pretty. There we go. Now that looks really good. I'm going to add one more row. Okay, let me do a reset again. Okay, now I've got 4 rows in here. I have 4 rows in 3 repeats, and I think this looks very nice. So I'm going to click OK. I'm going to close this. I want to be able to take a look at this in as much of the screen as I can. I'm going to pull this over here. I'm going to zoom in on this just a little bit. Now, I think this looks like a really nice pattern repeat. So now let's say you want to share this idea with your customer. Maybe they're not here with you. I do a lot of my work through mail. People ship things to me. So we do a lot of things through email and text message. So let's say I want to share this image with my customer. I would come up here and I would click on File, and then we're going to go to Export Image. Okay, now I'm going to copy this file name. I'm going to put 1A pattern suggestion. Okay, let's go to save. All right, now we're going to want to go and locate that pattern so that we can share that with our customer. So this down here is my File Explorer. Okay, now this is my pattern folder. I just typed in here, this is my pattern folder of where that pattern was placed. So now I can see right here, this says pattern 1A pattern suggestion. So I'm going to right click on this. Yeah, so I'm going to do a copy. Now I'm going to shrink this down. And I'm going to open up my email program, which I have open in another window. So now I'm going to come here. If I do a Command V is paste, and that will paste that pattern image right here. And so what I've put is I've selected a couple pattern ideas I wanted to run by you. Please let me know what you think. So once you have that saved, you have that pasted into your email window, then you can just click send, and that will send that to your customer, and then you can wait to hear back from them. And so for me, that works really nice. Let's open this back up again. Let's go back to Pattern Cloud. You can do this with block patterns. You can do this with any kind of pattern that we have. And so let's see, let me type in block pattern here. Let's just see what we've got. Oh yes, see, we have lots and lots of feather block patterns. So let's say I want to try this one, and let's see, maybe this one, and this one, and this one. Okay. Now, of course, this is a very random selection of patterns. Normally, these are not patterns that would go together. We could sample what these blocks would look like. Now, we have these patterns on the screen. Of course, they are all in yellow, which means that we can't stitch them, but we can put all of these patterns on the screen and then, again, take a screenshot photo and be able to share these with our customer, and we haven't bought the pattern yet. This is a great way to be able to show and share with your customers. And then that way, if let's say that they don't like the pattern suggestions that you have sent them, then you don't have to buy that pattern yet, or you haven't wasted your money buying it and then they don't like it. So anyway, a great way to be able to share pattern suggestions before you buy. It's really nice to be able to have that option on hand. So anyway, that was my short little blurb on Pattern Cloud today. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me and let me know. Thanks for hanging out with Quilt Artistry, and you have a great day.